This evening, I'm fishing with the most dangerous animal in North America. Now, what is the most dangerous animal in North America? It's not a shark. You're most likely to get struck by lightning than to get attacked by a shark. It's not a bear. Most bears just want the food that you have in your cooler. It could be a coyote. They are an up-and-coming threat. Urban coyotes are becoming more and more of a nuisance in the big cities around here in North America. But they're not quite there yet, because deer is the most dangerous animal in North America. Deer cause a lot of damage to cars and a lot of fatalities to drivers. Last I read, it was about 200 deaths a year from deer. Some of it might be human error, but deer are so fast, you usually don't see them coming. I've actually seen deer run full speed into the side of a car. Imagine if it was a big buck with a big rack and your passenger's window is down. That would definitely injure your passenger. I might be getting a bite on this while I'm talking. Look at that. If he would eat it. Come on, take it. Anyway, thankfully we can eat deer. Let's see if he's on here. His line's moving. This is shallow water here. Nope. I think it's just a little one. Maybe he'll come back. Thankfully, deer are edible. It's a good meat to eat, and it's very tasty. And I have a buddy that loves to hunt deer. He feeds his large family with the meat that he gets from hunting. And he has given me several deer hearts and deer livers to fish with. Right now I'm fishing with one deer heart, which filled every hook on all 6 of my rods. And as you can see, I'm getting a bite. Now the water back here is really shallow and it's actually really cold, so there might not be any big fish back here, so I'm going to have to move here in a little bit. I really want to catch another big fish on deer parts again. I've actually done that before in the past. Check out the video in the iCard above after you're done watching this video. Let me show you the bag of parts I have. This is one of the bags, and this stuff is stinky and very bloody. I'm definitely not going to cut that up on camera. Hopefully I get a catfish within the next 20 minutes or I'm going to move. Alright, I think I'm going to move. But before I move, I'm going to check and see if there's any bait on this rod. I'm actually starting to lose light, but I did bring my night lights. Although there's another problem heading this way. Rain. Snagged up. There's got to be a snag or something out there they like taking the bait into. I still got the bait. I'm probably going to put new bait on at the new spot. So I guess it's time to move. Okay, Google, what is the current temperature? 24 degrees. So it did start raining on me, so I couldn't set up at a second spot to try to catch some catfish on the deer parts. And then it snowed overnight, although there's no snow on the ground because it's all melted here. And now it is below freezing. And I'm going to try these deer parts from the bank to see if I can catch a catfish. This is a new rod and reel. I'll talk about that after I catch a fish. The deer parts should still be good, but they're only going to last a couple of more days, so this is going to be my last try at using this. Going to start off with a big piece of deer heart. Alright, while I'm waiting on a bite, I'm going to start my truck and stay in my truck because it's really cold out here. Okay, I've been checking my bait in intervals here just to see what's happening with it. And something I've noticed with the deer heart is it's red when I put it in the water, but after a while it turns gray. So I think all the blood and the smell is just coming out of it, and then it's just kind of a dead bait for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh it. You can see how it's grayed up a little bit. So I'm going to refresh my bait. Deer liver. I'm going to give it a try. Deer liver is a lot more tough than chicken liver. So hopefully I won't sling it off when I cast it out. Whew, it's cold. Hard to get bites. Could be the wind. Might be the combination of dinks and the wind. I really hope there's something big enough out there to eat that and get hooked. It's a 10-aught hook on there. Brr. It's a combination of wind and dinks pecking at it. I felt it go, bump real quick. I guess some action is better than no action. I'm going to go warm up in the truck and wait a little bit more. Nope. It stayed on there even with that crazy hook set. I guess I got too excited there. I'm going to put this back out. Maybe lowering the tip and tightening the bait runner drag will help. There's got to be bigger fish out there with my name on it. Ugh. I was changing out the battery when he hit. Woo! I just barely got done changing out the battery. good fish, I think. Feels heavy. I'm going to have to go down and land him and bring him up to the camera. Of course, he's running now. Wow. On the deer liver. Woo. He's not giving up. I love blues in this colder water. They fight like the dickens. Now that is a nice fish. Look at this fish. Big old blue cat on deer liver. This is an awesome, awesome fish. Wow. Woo! 28 pounds. 28-pound catfish on deer liver. Let's get this guy released. Let him go, let him grow. There he goes. After that fish, I had to jump in the truck and warm up. It is freezing cold out here. But that was an awesome, awesome fish. That's actually the biggest fish that I've caught at this particular spot. My last big fish here was only 17 pounds, so he went over that by about 10 pounds, 11 pounds. That's definitely made it worth freezing my butt off coming out here to fish. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you this new rod and reel. And I got the end tangled up. There's ice forming on the eyes. It's so cold out here. This is an 11-foot Akuma record chaser. This is Akuma's heavy version of this rod, the catfish and alligator gar rod. My other one is only 7.5 feet and it's a medium heavy action. This rod says it's capable up to 8 ounces, which is similar to a longitude. And they only have spinning versions of this. I got this rod so I can chunk big baits with a spinning reel out in the water, which is kind of breaking the rules when it comes to spinning gear. I usually say spinning gear is for finesse fishing, which means small baits and small weights. Now I've hooked myself. So I figured I'd break my own rules and try chunking with a spinning rod. To match it, I got this absolute monster of a reel. This is an Akuma CDX reel. It's got a bait runner like the Avenger reels, but it's a little bit better built. I think this is a decent catfish combo, and one of these days I'm going to try to do a surf casting video with this rod and reel. See if I can hit 100 yards with it. So be sure to subscribe to my channel. You never know what my next video will be. Since it's so cold out and I'm also dealing with a full moon and all the liver on here is actually frozen on the line now, I'm going to call it for tonight. I want to thank you guys for taking your time out of your day to watch my video. I do appreciate that. And be sure to hit that thumbs up if you like this video and share it with friends. Thank you again for watching.